قال الله وقال لا Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Bashem Okakudash belongs to the apostles and elders of great men soon that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this earth, pushing this word in truth, also in sincerity. Welcome back to the video to another short impromptu video. Alright, it says, I'm going to post this excerpt from X in the group. It says, President Trump lashed out at Israel PM Netanyahu over Israel's escalation in Lebanon in an expletive-laden call on Monday, according to Axios. You're fucking crazy. You'd be in prison if it weren't for me. I'm saving your ass. Everybody hates you now. Everybody hates Israel because of this. So clearly we see this precept coming to fruition, right? There's Jeremiah 49:28, also in Jeremiah 50:45, if I'm not mistaken. It said, therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh that he had taken against Edom, and his purposes that he had purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall throw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Right? To 50 is 45, I believe. It says the same thing. Therefore hear ye the counsel of Yahweh that he had taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he had purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Babylon and Edom is today basically the same thing, because the Edomites follow what the concept of what ancient Babylonia, right? So they are the modern America is the modern day Babylon, right? The least of the flock of Edom is who? The small hatters, right? The Khazars, if you would, right? The Zionists, whatever you want to call them. That is also a label for them, either way, right? So yeah, there's that, and this is the so-called leader of the free will say that you all would be in prison if it wasn't for him. Alright, they would be imprisoned for crimes against humanity, breaking humanitarian treaties, so on and so forth. Alright, this close. Because it's kind of hard to keep shit on the wraps right now. It's extremely hard, especially in this day and age where technology is concerned, the freedom of information, right? He says there 26 and 21, for behold, Yahweh cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for the iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. So now we've seen the truth about the small hatters being, exposed, the truth about Edomites, the elites, the 1%ers, people who govern and run this world, right? The rulers of darkness of this world, as the scriptures have been put down. Right, the borders of wickedness. And we see that it becoming explicit, if you would, it public. It have nothing hidden no more. If you don't believe, you choose not to believe, or rather, the Lord blind you from believing. The Lord put it in you not to be part of this, not to be wise. Alright, even the woke community not really woke, no. Even them not really woke when you think about it. Because they're still following some sort of African chronology BS. So they're not really woke, they're just under a different delusion. Right? Now we get that it's too far down. Second Thessalonians first 2:9. Alright, no, it's not first, it's second, sorry. 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 9. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, all the projects, Blue Beam, MK Ultra, all these things, right? And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they will perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Right? And for this cause, power shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. They would believe, hey, we are the dark races are Egyptians or Africans. Nigga, we are not. we are definitely not. Alright, as we've said many times out on the streets when we go out on the highways, you know what I mean? The same with our different breeds of dogs, different breeds. I mean, we just use that analogy because you could have a black pit bull, a black Rottweiler, a black Chihuahua. They are all dogs, yes, but they are not the same bloodline, breed, or pedigree of dog. The same way, Africa, no, those Africa, Egyptian, Ethiopian, Negro is black, but they are not the same pedigree, lineage, or bloodline of man, right? They are not. That is just facts. That is just the truth. They don't receive the love of that. So what they think all blacks come from Africa. Africa is the motherland. When according to Galatians, is not so. Jerusalem, which is above all, is the mother of us all. I think I'm paraphrasing this wrong. Jerusalem is just a short way of saying Jerusalem, right? Let's see if I can pull it up here. Mother of us all. New Testament, Galatians 4:26, like I said. It says, but Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all. Alright, yeah, that is where the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, or Native Indians come from. Not the East Indians, right? Not the Africans, right? The Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, or Native Indians, rather. You know what I mean? That is where we come from, Jerusalem. We are the true what? The true Hebrew Israelites. We are the true children of the living power, of the power above power, the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. That is our, that is who we deal with. Right? These other nations don't have a lot to follow. That is why you see these people doing things and they prosper. They're doing things that they feel like doing. They're doing things that are deemed wrong according to our law. Right? Things like, alright, what has Israel done in the last 2 years, 3 years? Look at the shit they've been doing. Breaking their own laws of war. Attacking hospitals and shelters and schools and so on and so forth. And yet still you don't see them demising. You don't see their demise, sorry. At least not yet, at least not until who? Yahweh Shai returns. Alright, like Trump could say, hey, if it wasn't for he, y'all would be in prison. But he went against the whole court for them, he pulled out a needle for them, he do everything for them. Because the least of the flock drawing out, eat them. Right? Now he said everybody hate all you now. Everybody hate all you. And it is true. Nobody stands on the side of Israel right now. Because of what they're doing. Because all their bloodshed has been what disclosed. The youth will disclose the blood. Yeah. They are being seen for what and who they truly are. Right? And yeah, and it can't be hidden anymore. It can't. You know? And even so, with the time that we live in, the information would have been bound to come out either way. You know what I mean? But yet still masses go on living the daily life like it do affect them. Yes, it does. Because they do just do it in their borders, sorry. They push it on the entire world, whether you know it or not. Things that we eat, things that we drink, damn near in the air we breathe. They push their pollutants to pollute us, keep us docile, keep us calcified, if you will. You know? And look at there, the president of the United States of America come out to say he's the reason Israel is not being tried for the acts that they are doing, the crimes they are committing. So therefore it is unlawful to do what they do. He just take up firing range for them, as we just say down here. You know? But hey, once again it prophesied to happen, so it would happen. Ain't nothing we could do about that. That shit's been prophesied. Right? So plus edifying up is back food for thought among the Akim. through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakakodash. Until next time, Shalom.